Let me just say before we just introduced the first budget bill, commonly known as BIA number 1. It's significantly shorter than the first bill last year because we did a lot of the heavy lifting last year. This bill is slightly more than 100 pages. There'll be a second budget bill, as usual, in the fall. This bill's in 3 parts. Part 1, tax measures. Part 2, tax measures. Part 3, some of these special provisions that are referred to in the budget. We will ask the Finance Committee to allocate some of the issues to different committees so that the bill can move along through the committee stage more quickly. All of it is reflected in the budget of March 21st.
Mr. Flaherty, why is it taking so long for you to get appoint a new Bank of Canada governor? Are you not happy with any of the candidates who have before you?
You'll recall that I said that we were aiming at about the end of April, and we're about the end of April, and the process is drawing to a close.
Mr. Flaherty, there's some provisions in your press release.
I know that you've heard some of the criticism from past omnibus budget bills, looking into what you're saying about sending some things to committee and making it a smaller bill.
So we'll have a minibus instead of an omnibus?
I don't know, is that your word?
Just let me answer the question, please. We had a very large budget last year, and we had to put a lot of legislation into the first budget bill, and the second budget bill was substantial too. This is a smaller budget this year. As I said, we did a lot of the heavy lifting in the budget last year.
Can you clarify, in the press release you talked about double emploi, some people, what do you mean by that? I haven't read the bill, of course, so what is there in that bill?
The temporary workers?
No, it's
I'm
just going to look, duplication, exactly, duplication. I assume you're talking about civil servants. So
government, well, we have a lot of duplication of government services. And as you know, we have a plan which has been set out in the last 2 budgets to reduce the size of our own spending by something less than 5%. So that is our plan. There's a plan with respect to human resources as well, which the departments are carrying out. This is a very large government. We are the largest employer in the country. There's lots of room through attrition for the government to shrink its workforce.
But is there something unexpected in the bill
No.
with regards to this?
There's nothing new.
When you say drawing to a close, does that mean by the end of tomorrow?
No, don't hold me to that. But we're well through the process. We're not quite at the end of the process, but we're near the end of the process. So it's it won't be too long.
Whose input are you seeking on that appointment?
Well, we have the input, of course, of the Board of Directors of the Bank of Canada, which has the primary responsibility for recommending candidates. It's no secret that we follow the same process we followed 5 years ago with Mark Carney, and that is a short list of candidates was recommended by the Board of the Bank of Canada to me as the Minister of Finance, and we go from there.
So we're committed to having as much, if not more, time for debating the budget bill as there was last year. The government trumpeted how much time was a record amount of time in the last 20 years. Are you committed to that same amount or more?
Well, I'd have to ask the government house leader how many days we have to debate, so I can't give you a precise answer on that. We are only at the end of April, so we have all of May and a few weeks in June before the end of the session.
Clarification of foreign treatment of foreign employees. What would that clarification be?
It's in the budget bill.
Yes.
Yeah, I know it is. So it's all in the budget. It's a big document. You ought to read it.
Well, I intend to, but I'd like to know about it now.
It's in the bill. It's in Part 3 of the bill.
But can we have no...
They don't give it to us before you come out. They don't give it to us before you come out.
Oh, I see. Well, it's in the budget document itself, the budget book, and it has an index. I don't mean to be difficult about it, but you can look things up.
So, everyone, thank you very much, everyone. Thank you.